Good evening. This is Akashvani and I'm Naresh Mago with the news at 9. The headlines. 5-day special parliament session begins tomorrow. Government holds all-party meeting in New Delhi ahead of the session. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches PM Vishwakarma Scheme to support traditional artisans and craftspersons. IMD issues alert for heavy rainfall in parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan over the next 2 days. India lift Asia Cup, demolishing Sri Lanka by 10 wickets in the final in Colombo. Mohammed Siraj declared player of the match for taking 6 wickets. And in tennis, India qualify for Davis Cup World Group 1 playoffs after a 4-1 win against Morocco in Lucknow. A 5-day-long special parliament session begins tomorrow. Ahead of the special session, the government today held an all-party meeting of the floor leaders in New Delhi. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, the Deputy Leader of the House in Lok Sabha, Union Minister and Leader of the House in Rajya Sabha Piyush Goyal, and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi represented the government in the meeting. Several leaders of the opposition parties, including Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary of Congress, Farooq Abdullah of National Conference, TMC's Derek O'Brien, Aam Aadmi Party's Sanjay Singh, Ramgopal Yadav of Samajwadi Party and RJD's Manoj Kumar Jha were also present in the meeting. Addressing the media after the meeting, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said 51 leaders of 34 parties participated in the meeting. He said the session will start in the existing Parliament building tomorrow and it will be shifted to the new building on Tuesday. He said the regular business in this special session will start on Wednesday. Mr. Joshi added that during the meeting, the government has sought the cooperation of parties to run the session smoothly. During the meeting, several opposition parties made a strong pitch for the passage of the Women Reservation Bill during the session. The bill seeks to reserve 1/3 of all seats for women in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies. In the meeting, the leaders also paid tributes to security forces personnel who laid their lives in Jammu and Kashmir during the recent encounter. More from our correspondent.
The 5-day special session of Parliament will begin with a discussion on a Parliament journey of 75 years, starting from the Samvidhan Sabha of its achievement, experience, memories and learnings. During the entire day, the discussion will take place in both the houses separately. On Tuesday, there will be a photo session in the Parliament building, including a function at the Central Hall on completing 75 years of independence. After that, the session of both houses of the Parliament shifted to the new Parliament buildings, coinciding with the Ganesh Chaturthi. From Wednesday, the regular business will take place in the new Parliament building. There are a total of 8 bills that will be taken up in this special session of Parliament, including 4 bills which has already been listed. These 4 bills are the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners to be taken up for consideration and passage. The other listed business for Lok Sabha includes the Advocates Amendment Bill 2023 and the Press and Registration of Periodicals Bill 2023, which has already passed in Rajya Sabha. Besides, the Post Office Bill 2023 has also been listed in the Lok Sabha business. Sanjeev Jasrotia, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Earlier in the day, Vice President and Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar hoisted the national flag at the new Parliament building. The flag was hoisted atop the Gajadwar of the building. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also graced the occasion, besides other dignitaries, including Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha Harivansh, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, and leaders of political parties in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched a new scheme named PM Vishwakarma at the India International Convention and Expo Centre, Yashobhumi, in New Delhi on the occasion of Vishwakarma Jayanti. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Modi said the scheme is a ray of hope for lakhs of artisans and craftspeople who work with hands and tools. He said training, technology and tools are crucial for our artisans.
साथियों, बदलते हुए इस समय में हमारे विश्वकर्मा भाई बहनों के लिए ट्रेनिंग, टेक्नोलॉजी और टूल्स बहुत ही आवश्यक है। विश्वकर्मा योजना के जरिए आप सब साथियों को सरकार के द्वारा ट्रेनिंग देने पर बहुत जोर दिया गया है, क्योंकि आप रोजमर्रा की मेहनत करके कमाने खाने वाले लोग हैं। इसलिए ट्रेनिंग दरमियान भी आपको हर रोज 500 रुपया भत्ता सरकार की तरफ से दिया जाएगा।
The Prime Minister said today is the need of the hour to recognize the Vishwakarma partners and support them in every possible way.
विश्वकर्मा साथियों को पहचाना जाए उन्हें हर तरह से सपोर्ट किया जाए। हमारी सरकार अपने विश्वकर्मा भाई बहनों का सम्मान बढ़ाने का, उनका सामर्थ्य बढ़ाने और उनकी समृद्धि बढ़ाने के लिए आज सरकार एक सहयोगी बनकर के आपके पास आई। अभी इस योजना में 18 अलग अलग तरह का काम करने वाले विश्वकर्मा साथियों पर फोकस किया गया है। पीएम विश्वकर्मा योजना पर सरकार अभी 13,000 करोड़ रुपए खर्च करने वाली है।
The PM Vishwakarma Scheme was also launched by union ministers and state chief ministers in different parts of the country. Earlier in the day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the first phase of India International Convention and Expo Centre called Yashobhumi at Dwarka in the national capital. Speaking at the event, the Prime Minister dedicated Yashobhumi to every labourer of the country and to every Vishwakarma.
यशोभूमि जिस प्रकार का काम यहाँ हुआ है उसमें मेरे श्रमिक भाई और बहनों का, मेरे विश्वकर्मा भाई और बहनों का तप नजर आता है, तपस्या नजर आती है। मैं आज यशोभूमि को देश के हर श्रमिक को समर्पित करता हूं, हर विश्वकर्मा साथी को समर्पित करता हूं।
The Prime Minister took the metro from Dholakua to reach Yashobhumi. He also inaugurated the extension of the Delhi Airport Metro Express line from Dwarka Sector 21 to a new metro station at Dwarka Sector 25. Hyderabad Liberation Day is being observed today. On the occasion, Union Home Minister Amit Shah hoisted the national flag at the parade ground in Secunderabad during a ceremonial program. He reviewed the parade of armed forces and received a guard of honor. Addressing the people on the occasion, Mr. Shah said, India's vision on terrorism, economy and climate change related issues is showing the way to the rest of the world.
आतंकवाद, क्लाइमेट चेंज और अर्थव्यवस्था के बारे में मोदी जी का दृष्टिकोण समग्र विश्व के नेतृत्व ने आज स्वीकारा है और वो वैश्विक एजेंडा के रूप में दिल्ली डिक्लेरेशन से प्रस्तावित हुआ है। डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की वैश्विक मान्यता मिली। यूपीआई, बैंकिंग, आधार और मोबाइल टेक्नोलॉजी में भारत में जो क्रांति हुई है, इसकी भूरी प्रशंसा समग्र विश्व के नेताओं ने की है।
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. In Kerala, no new positive cases of Nipah virus were reported in Kozhikode today. The 42 samples that were tested showed negative results. Speaking to media persons after a review meeting in Kozhikode this evening, Kerala Health Minister Veena George said 44 more persons have been added to the Nipah contact list, taking the total to 1,233. Our Kochi correspondent has the details.
One heartening news coming from Kozhikode is that a Nipah-positive 9-year-old boy admitted to a private hospital has been removed from ventilator and put on oxygen support, indicating marked improvement in his health. Health authorities, the condition of all the other 3 Nipah-positive patients is stable. 36 samples taken from trapped bats by the National Institute of Virology team have been sent for testing. Meanwhile, the National Institute of Technology in Kozhikode, where classes were held as it was not within the containment zone, has switched over to online classes from tomorrow. The NIT has also postponed the scheduled examinations for undergraduate and postgraduate classes till further notice. Raj Mohan, Akashvani News, Kochi.
The Congress today assured 6 guarantees to the people of Telangana within 100 days if elected to power in the state. Addressing a public meeting at Tukkuguda near Hyderabad, party leader Rahul Gandhi assured the people that 250 yards house site will be given to all the activists of separate Telangana state, 5 lakh rupees under a housing scheme, 4,000 rupees as old age pension per month and up to 10 lakh rupees for health insurance. He also announced a crop assistance of 15,000 rupees to the farmers, while 12,000 rupees to farm workers per annum, 5 lakh rupees for students, and 200 units of free domestic power. The Congress Working Committee CWC has called for increasing the existing upper limit of reservations for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and OBCs. In his first meeting in Hyderabad yesterday, the CWC also demanded that the Women Reservation Bill be passed during the upcoming special session of Parliament. The IMD has forecast extremely heavy rainfall over parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan over the next 2 days. It has issued a red alert for Gujarat, forecasting heavy to extremely heavy rainfall till tomorrow. An orange alert has been issued for the state for Tuesday. Talking to Akashvani News, senior scientist in IMD R.K. Jenamani said heavy rainfall is also likely over West Madhya Pradesh and North Konkan during the next 24 hours.
The low pressure area persists over southeast Rajasthan, adjoining West Madhya Pradesh, and this has been almost in the same location for last 2 days. And the rainfall also heavy to very heavy continuing for last 3 days over West Madhya Pradesh, South Rajasthan and North Gujarat region. And because of that, the Narmada River catchment is getting very high rainfall also, and there is a chance of flash flood also. So we have given red color warning mainly for Gujarat region and also West MP and Southeast Rajasthan.
On the completion of 1 year of implementation of Project Cheetah in India, a commemorative event was organized at Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh today. Addressing the event, Director General of Forests and Special Secretary in the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, C.P. Goyal, said the implementation of Project Cheetah is a win-win situation for both wildlife and local communities. Project Cheetah is the first ever intercontinental wildlife translocation. In 2022, the Government of India signed a memorandum of understanding with Namibia and South Africa to translocate 8 African cheetahs from Namibia and 12 cheetahs from South Africa. On to sports news now. In cricket, India demolished host Sri Lanka by registering a 10-wicket win in the final in Colombo this evening to lift the Asia Cup. Opting to bat, the hosts were bundled out for a paltry score of 50 runs in just 15.2 overs. India's Mohammed Siraj brought Sri Lanka down to their knees with a 6-wicket haul. Mohammed Siraj was declared the player of the match and Kuldeep Yadav the player of the series. We have a report.
The fourth over of the match turned out to be catastrophic for Sri Lanka, as any hope of beating India in the final was shattered in this over of Mohammed Siraj. Just minutes into the match, 4 Sri Lankan batters were sent back to pavilion, 3 of them without adding any run in the scorecard. Sri Lanka's score after 4 overs was 12 for 5. The nightmare continued for the home side as Siraj got rid of the captain Shanaka in the 5th over. Earlier, Jasprit Bumrah got the breakthrough in the very first over, getting Kusal Pereira's wicket. Hardik Pandya took rest of the wickets with the final blow-off 2 back-to-back in the 15th over. Sri Lankan innings was completely rattled for a petty score of 50, their second lowest score ever in ODIs. Siraj's haul of 6 for 21 is best by any bowler against Sri Lanka in the ODIs. Chasing 51 runs for winning was like a cakewalk for Indian openers Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill. They overhauled the target in just 6 overs and 1 ball. Tripti Srivastav, Sports Desk.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Team India for their victory. Moving on to tennis, India won the Davis Cup World Group 2 tie against Morocco 4-1 in Lucknow today. India registered victories in reverse singles and doubles. With this win, India have qualified for the World Group 1 playoffs scheduled to take place in February next year. A win in that tie can lead India back to Davis Cup World Group. The Indian doubles pair of Rohan Bopanna and Yuki Bhambri defeated Moroccan combination of Elliot Benchetrit and Yunus Lalami Laroussi. With victory, Rohan Bopanna today bid adieu to Davis Cup, bringing an end to his illustrious 21-year-long career. In the reverse singles, India's Sumit Nagal defeated Yassine Delimi of Morocco. In another reverse singles, Sashi Kumar Mukund defeated Adam Mundir in the last match of the day. Shanti Niketan in West Bengal's Birbhum district has been listed on UNESCO's World Heritage List. Established in 1901 by Maharishi Debendranath Tagore, father of Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, Shanti Niketan was a residential school and art centre based on old Indian traditions and a vision of humanity's unity that transcended religious and cultural barriers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. 5-day special parliament session begins tomorrow. Government holds all-party meeting in New Delhi ahead of the session. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches PM Vishwakarma Scheme to support traditional artisans and craftspersons. IMD issues alert for heavy rainfall in parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan over the next 2 days. India lift Asia Cup, demolishing Sri Lanka by 10 wickets in the final in Colombo. Mohammed Siraj declared player of the match for taking 6 wickets. And in tennis, India qualify for Davis Cup World Group 1 playoffs after a 4-1 win against Morocco in Lucknow. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.